Well, the champs are back home. Take a look. The Seahawks touchdown in Seattle yesterday afternoon, returning from Santa Clara to a roaring crowd of 12s. Now hundreds of thousands of fans are preparing to line the streets of downtown Seattle for a parade to celebrate the Seahawks.
Farah Jadrin is live outside of Lumen Field, where all those festivities start tomorrow morning. Farah, how is it?
Well, you know, things are quiet right now, Tim and Nicole, but come tomorrow, it's going to be packed down here. And back in 2014 for the last Super Bowl parade, all of your options for public transit were fully used, but they hit single-day highs because of that massive crowd. And you'll probably see some of the more official, newer gear, the black and the white T-shirts, but take a look at this. The blue and the green sea just covering the city streets back in 2014. We'll probably expect to see something like that again this year. Parts of the crowd were 100 feet deep along the route. The parade actually started about 40 minutes later than planned because the buses carrying the coaches and the players couldn't navigate around the huge crowd to get to the staging area of Seattle Center. Some of the officers patrolling that day have not forgotten.
We had about 750,000 people. We're expecting the same, if not more.
All right, so maybe 1 million people or so they're expecting. This is a look at the 2026 parade route. After a 10 a.m. ceremony inside Lumen Field, the team will get on that parade route starting at 4th Avenue, and they'll end at Seattle Center. But if you want to avoid the crowd or avoid trying to find parking or use public transit, KREM has you covered with some live streaming options. More details on that in just a bit. But if you are headed down here, making the 280-mile trek here from Spokane, we'd love to see you out here, but expect to see patrols already from police. Any officer that's on duty is likely to be working that event with neighboring agencies pitching in, and the barricades along the route are going to go up at about 6:30 tomorrow morning. So about 24 hours from now, those will be up, and they're going to stay on till 4 p.m. And like I said, a sea of blue and green. I'm kind of scared to take off the official sticker from the official gear that I got, because sometimes you want to preserve things, right? It's a part of history. Yeah, you know, I mean, even the small is still on there, but it's all in great fun, you guys. There's going to be a huge crowd, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement from the 12s.
Yeah, and Farah, you know, 280 miles sounds far, but the 12s will travel. I was there in 2014. I came from Pullman at the time, and so I knew a lot of people will make the drive. For folks who are heading over, Farah, you've been covering transportation in Seattle for several years now. There's some new options on Sound Transit, right? What are some of those new stops that people can park and ride at?
Yeah, really some new options for folks. We have light rail now all the way from Linwood down to Federal Way. So if you are coming down from Spokane and don't want to drop any farther south, if that's the route you're taking, you could park somewhere in Snohomish County, park in Linwood, and then come down with the crew on the light rail. There's going to be added runs for all of the public transit options. So whether folks are taking a ferry on the water, they're using King County Metro, they're using the light rail, there are a few more options for you. So things have changed in 12 years, which is a good thing to hopefully handle the crowd a little better.
Hey, and best not to try to deal with parking, right? Thanks, Farah. And don't worry, though, if you can't make it in person, you can celebrate on KREM 2+. We are the only station in the Inland Northwest with exclusive coverage of both the championship ceremony and the victory parade. Our live coverage starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow.